Hey guys, Yoda Joe 93. I have some time before class, so I figured we'd do part 2 of our Cobra Kai Season 4 spoiler talk. So without further ado, guys, let's get into the next video. Alright guys, Cobra Kai Season 4 Part 2 spoiler talk. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so Cobra Kai Season 4 Part 2 spoiler talk. Alright, so we're left off, we're in episode 2. Okay, so the students have now gotten the sparring deck. They're trying to do what they have to do. They're all trying to adjust to life and everything the way it is. Terry Silver still hasn't come back to the dojo to help Kreese, but he's still having kind of signs of like the martial arts mentality is kind of, that sickness is rising in him. So that gets very interesting. And Daniel and Johnny are still kind of struggling working together, but they're trying to mix each other's styles to get used to everything. So in that moment, they're all kind of trying to figure out how to get into that mentality and what to do, which is great. So like we said in the previous episode, we got Johnny doing the wheel technique. So episode 1 was kind of, let's put some focus on Johnny trying to learn some defense techniques. Where this episode is about, we need to see Johnny training Daniel. So Daniel gets to be quite good. He gets really ripped, training, doing the Eagle Fang way. Kind of starts to see the upsides of the offenses. Johnny and him are having fun. They're going to a hockey game. And then Johnny goes and gets a pretzel. And Daniel beats the living hell out of some hockey players using what Johnny taught him. And he's proud of him. So it was awesome. It was cool to see. Great stuff. And then so then you got people kind of learning from, we had Kenny being bullied, kind of still trying to find his place in the world. He's being bullied. It's very kind of sad to see that unfortunately he's being bullied. And what we learn is that he's been bullied by Daniel's son, Anthony. So this will get very interesting very quickly. So that happens, and that's pretty dark. And it's mostly because there's his friends in the beginning, but it's also because he likes a girl that Kenny also likes. So he starts bullying him so he can get what he wants. So that's kind of how that comes into play. Cobra Kai is still trying to adjust to the defense side of things, which they're getting very good at. Robbie's now with them. It all kind of comes together. Sean, pretty much. So then you have, we learn about Kenny, and he's trying to figure out, his place in the world. His parents are at home. He's trying to live his life. He gets bullied even worse than he's always been bullied, and just the beatings keep coming, just like Miguel in season 1. He just keeps getting beat on, and you feel for this kid. You feel like it's kind of awful that this is happening to this dude. He just wants to play his games and live his life and be a good kid. And so then that kind of goes down. And then episode 3, we come into some big shit, guys. So episode 3 happens, and we get some stuff going down, like Kreese is finally coming to the dojo. Kreese is trying to teach lessons to get Cobra Kai ready for the tournament. And all of a sudden, Silver walks in, starts doing some moves, but he still is like, I'm not in yet. I'm not. It's not happening. And then he goes home and tries to live more of his normal life. And towards the end of the episode, he starts to snap. So then, come episode 4, Silver is all in, and they are training in the dojo. They're doing what needs to get done. They're figuring out everything the way, and they want to make sure this time we win. So that becomes a big effective plan in their moving forward into the All Valley. So, but then Silver comes into the dojo as we head in episode 4, and he wants total control, and he wants to be able to make sure that everything works for his benefit. So he's like, look, this is what we're doing. This is how we're doing it. And that's what really makes things, it sets the stage. It makes things interesting. So we got Silver here. He first comes to the dojo, trying to teach the kids how to defend themselves and deal with everything. And then shortly after, we have a chat with Kenny basically coming in and, you know, talking to his brother, look, what can I do? And he's like, well, I know a guy, he knows karate, he can help you. Which is obviously Robbie. So then Robbie starts kind of taking Kenny over under his wing and eventually brings him into the Cobra Kai dojo. You get trained. And Kreese wants to see what he's capable of, so he puts him in to the situation, seeing if he's skilled enough. And what happens is, the first time he comes in, he can't fight, and he flinches, and he fails. And Kreese believes there's no weakness in this dojo, so doesn't let him in. Second time he comes back, still fails, doesn't do good. Gets him another chance, and he shows some insane improvement. So the second time he comes back, he finally, gets into it and just lets loose. He knows why he's here. He's now got a spot on the Cobra Kai team. And when Silver joins, they have both they have competitors. Silver spreads his merch all over the dojo now, so he gets more Cobra Kais in. As things go, the two dojos have split. We've had Johnny and Daniel in basically their own. They got into a fight scene over a point fight, and it's divided everyone. So it's kind of, but we'll get to that later. That's a later thing. But yeah, so that kind of comes up later, probably episode 5, episode 6. So then here, we're just kind of setting the stage. So Kenny's hanging out with the guys for the first time in episode 4, and what happens is, when he's hanging out with them, you see, okay, so, also, Tori's lost her job now, so Tori's trying to get a new job, and so she's got this, new job. Miguel and Daniel are bonding, and Johnny's starting to get a little jealous. Miguel is talking to Carmen and Johnny finally, tells them, look, we're a thing. I know this is awkward, but this is how it is. And that was a great scene. It was very awesome to see this develop into building the friendship, and later developing this whole thing. It was just absolutely incredible, guys. I honestly could not believe how amazing some of these scenes in this season, not just the emotion, but dialing up everything. Everything is so good in this season, and it just gets better. Each time there's improvement, each time it's successes, everything just gets better in this season, guys. We all take it to the next level. We all go give it 100%. So we get that happening, and that was pretty great. And then you got you got that going down, and then you got Terry Silver kind of teaching Robbie under his wing, teaching him the Quicksilver method. If a man can't stand, he can't fight. If a man can't breathe, he can't fight. And this is where the pain begins. So, and then episode 4, as the terms are starting to go down. So basically, at the end of 3, so Hawk has been bullying, trying to get Kenny to leave Cobra Kai. So towards 3 and 4, this is pretty interesting. And so what happens is, eventually everyone, they all go to this amusement park and kind of just have a fun time, and then they're all at this movie night for the Bloodsport movie, one of Johnny's favorites, and literally, or I guess Bloodspot, you would say. And so literally during this happening, he basically the kids are out to a movie, they get Kenny to get nachos and something, and Hawk and all his friends, once again bully Kenny, and then it comes down to this intense face-off between these kids, the Cobra Kais, and the Miyagi-Dos and the Eagle Fangs. And so they choose to attack smart, based on what Miguel's learned from Daniel. So they literally go and basically get in the car and sprinkle spray the Cobras. And they want payback. So then, Kreese and Silver decide, okay, we're going to go take a visit to Miyagi-Do and, talk this out. Basically solidifying, at this point on, no fighting until the tournament whatsoever. So the rules are set, the stage is set, and this is where it gets interesting. So then, as that progresses, we get Terry Silver walking into Miyagi-Do, Johnny and Daniel just kind of hanging out, trying to discuss their strategies and everything. And oh my gosh, Daniel's face when Terry fucking Silver walks in. He knows this guy, getting flashbacks of him blooding up his knuckles and freaking out. Johnny's like, who the hell is this guy? Like, he has no idea. But Daniel's in sheer terror, and it's amazing. I think we're going to cap off right here, guys. So we're at the end of, probably the end towards episode 4, headed into episode 5, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed part 2 of my Cobra Kai Season 4 spoiler talk. Part 3 will probably come out at some point tomorrow. Alright, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.